Good afternoon, everybody. I am Brody Olson, and I'll be doing my first major assignment on my parents. And my parents were the people that shaped me and decided right from wrong for me the most. I mean, I still have my brothers and my sisters that helped guide me along, but my parents were the main source of who I am today and what I know. So, in this picture to the right, we have my mom, Fran Olson, my dad, Michael Olson, and my uncle Terry, who's doing bunny ears to my dad in the background. And this picture was taken at my graduation, which happened a few months back. And it was kind of an inspiring moment to see because they're at that point where they realize like we did something right. Our son graduated high school with honors, and it was a surreal moment. My parents have taught me a plethora of things, and I can't thank them enough. And they want me to have a better life than they did. They want my children to have better lives and a better future, the best they can possibly have. And I thought this was just so cool, like have parents that care for you, because I know a lot of people don't have that in this world. And so there are many things that taught them how to teach me. For example, one of their biggest things was their jobs, their careers. And so both of my parents were actually in the United States Air Force. My mom was in there for a couple years, and my dad was in there for 20 plus years. And what the military likes to do is break down the individual person and remold them and shape them to work as a community and a team. And so this was kind of the morals and values I was raised on, the Air Force morals and values type of thing. And after a while, my mom had children. I have two older brothers and an older sister. And when my mom had my brothers, she had to drop out of the Air Force so that she could take care of them. And so after this, she became a teacher. And Lord knows when you're a school teacher, you worry about your child's homework and their grades constantly. And so every day after school is like, what homework do you have? When's your next test? And all this, it was really crazy. And what she taught me was that get your work done and how to get my work done efficiently. And so nowadays I get my work done and I get it done pretty effectively and efficiently. But being in the Air Force, they taught me their morals as well. So I'm a military brat. All my brothers are also in the military, and that shaped me. It was like you can't do this, you can't do that. In the Air Force, you have to do this and that, so I have to do this and that. And that's kind of how I was raised upon. And I mean, it worked out now because I'm at UNM and I'm doing Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps, which is the next step to commissioning as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. So, both my parents, when they were children, had harsh growing environments. What I mean by this was my dad lived in Washington and my mom lived in Virginia. And or my mom lived in South Carolina. And they were both in small towns, and it was hard for them growing up because my dad, he wasn't their family wasn't the wealthiest. And so, he had to pick up a job when he was, 9 or 10 years old just to help pay the bills. And as a kid that young, taking that much responsibility, it was tough on him. And so he kind of wants me and my children not to have to go through that, which is really nice. So he's always pushing me and urging me to do this and that so I don't end up like that. And my mom, her parents, they, like all people do, they had their issues. And so it was like my mom kind of taught me love and care and, compassion and get things done. So it was really nice. And these were kind of like the main points on how they taught me. Because, people teach their children off of their own experiences, and that's what makes people different in the world because everyone has their own experiences. And so, in conclusion, both my parents want me to have the best, life that I can live. And through this, I know what I know. I know all my military knowledge, I know basic math and computing skills. I have daily valuable skills that I can use because of them, because they know what it takes to be in the world. They both lived in harsh environments. Then they went to the military, and all of these things accumulated in their life, and therefore it helped me out in a way because they know what it took, and so they're trying to pass on their information so that I could live a better life. So this is my project, and please, if I need to add anything or include or I'm missing out specific information, please tell me what to add to make this video better. Thank you.